I'm gonna live with this for now, and then I'll deal with it later off recording. I'll do my sample area. You do want to watch out whenever you ZRemesh for holes, for unexpected results, like stuff like that. You want to go through and sort of do a thorough mesh check. All right, I'm going to go ahead and project back up. What was the no-no that I did with freeze subdivision on? Let's make sure Dynamesh is off. I sculpted in areas where I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have sculpted while Dynamesh was, or while I was ZRemeshing, while freeze subdivision was active. Because when it projects back up, it's going to project a detail that wasn't expressed in the remesh topology. All right, checking for misprojection. Let's go into the head. Before this is over, we're probably going to have to go through a couple ZRemeshes. Like even right now, I'm noticing that I'm not giving the detail I want there, and I want that expressed in the low cage. And one thing that we're going to run into here is that we're going to run out of topology. Like we're just going to run out of mesh density. Like right now I only have 350,000 polys in the head. That's not going to be enough for me to carry me all the way through. And I may have to split this up at some point and then merge it back together. So we're going to have to tear things apart and put them back together just to get the detail that we want in certain areas. So all these rough areas where I kind of started something and I haven't really flushed it out, I'm just giving it form. If we want to compare this to what we were talking about in other phases, of the other creatures, this is our feature, sort of our feature stage of the sculpt. No worries, Simon. You know, and I start on these pieces by scribing, sort of scribing in the detail, and we've talked about this before. And then we shouldn't leave anything as just being scribed in. Right? Everything should have volume, everything should have mention. We should have everything feeling like a real surface. It shouldn't feel like, you know, a ZBrush mesh. For these flat surfaces, I want to really try and reduce the roundness or the bulginess that exists when you, I mean, eventually we're using Damien Standard, using the standard brush, you're using the snake hook, you get all these rounded shapes. And I want this to very much feel more like a rigid shape. And it's not going to feel that way unless I sort of clean up my surfaces. I can't leave lumpiness. I can't leave that bulging roundness. Hard polish is perfect for taking that down. Another one is Trim Dynamic. Trim Dynamic being a little bit more heavy-handed than hard polish. Hard polish is very much more like a tuning brush. As the name implies, trim dynamic is also great for taking down volume. I guess more appropriately to say it shaves volume. That's starting to feel it, right? Getting something nice going there. Let's take that down, sort of clean these up a little bit. Let's go back over this area. And I have to keep in mind while I'm sculpting this out, even in regions, like I'm dealing with the top of the head right now. While I'm dealing with the top of the head right now, I'm adding sort of detail into the surface and sort of refining features, but I'm still very much thinking, okay, where are my areas of rest? Where are my areas of busyness? Where am I going to place those? Right now I'm just establishing a general overall pattern, right? But I'm going to have to make that decision at some point and go, okay, where are my rest areas? Having something like chainmail, poly count going through the roof. Yeah, but it starts with you can use a bump map. There's plenty of tileable bump maps out there for chainmail that you can download for free and apply that tiled across the surface using displacement. And then you increase the intensity and you say apply displacement map. That's one way of doing it. And then you would bake that into a normal map. right? And then if you want the holes to go through, like you want to be able to see through the chainmail, you'll have to paint out a transparency map. And that's probably something I'll have to demo for you if you weren't able to sort of follow that explanation. Or were you able to follow that explanation okay? Okay, cool.